welcome to Town Talk. My name is Nathan Schwalm. Today I am interviewing Mr. Hauser, Eastern's Associate Director and the Director of Athletic Bands. Mr. Hauser, tell me about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Indiana, lived there pretty much all of my life up until I left for college. Was very interested in music, but really was looking at going to school for law. I was accepted into the pre-law program at University of Notre Dame. But during my senior year there in high school, this music thing really got a hold of me quite a bit. And due to that led to a number of phone calls from some other universities. And I got a call from University of Florida and was recruited there to be drum major of the Gator Marching Band, which had about 400 members at that time. And just got done winning the national championship. So that kind of took life on a different journey and destination. But that's how I ended up at University of Florida and really got into the music business quite a bit. Did a lot of performances throughout the country in a variety of football stadiums. Taught in the public schools in Indiana and Illinois and Florida. And ended up going to University of Illinois. And now I'm here.
Mr. Hauser, what inspired you to become a teacher and director?
Oh, that's a good question. I think for a lot of people that decide to go into music, I think it may be a certain teacher. Obviously, a love of the subject or passion for the subject is very important as well. But that's one thing. I just really enjoyed band in high school, and I had some great music educators along the way.
Cool. And what are your basic methods of teaching?
Basic methods of teaching. We could give a long dissertation about this indeed. But I think one of the important things that I look at that makes a tremendous difference in our students at all levels, from elementary, middle school, high school to even collegiate, is student-centered teaching. I think if we focus on the students and their individual needs, they come in a variety of strengths and weaknesses from a variety of backgrounds, and playing off of those strengths and finding some of those weaknesses and ways that we can strengthen those weaknesses is an important facet of general teaching. But it all goes back to, again, just caring for your students, and I think that carries a great deal of weight and develops a mutual respect.
And how do you conduct the formations?
Formations for the marching band? Yeah, a lot of that actually, as I develop those, I write all of our drill here at Eastern, which is becoming more and more uncommon as you look across the country. But obviously, I listen to the recording and see what's going on in the musical score, make a lot of parallels and relationships to what's going on in the music. If there's a solo, trying to pull that solo out of the formation so the audience member will see that person. And try and formulate things that the forms themselves will actually complement what's going on with the music. So it's definitely a kind of a two-way street of looking at the drill and looking at the music so they both complement one another.
All right. Anyway, what are your hopes for the current students in the marching band?
I think the biggest hope that I have for all of them is, after the time here at Eastern, there's no such thing as a professional marching band. So obviously hoping that they've enjoyed their time here in the marching band, but that they will have a lifelong love of music for the rest of their life. You look at athletics, which I'm a huge fan of, and love the world of sports. ESPN is just on the dial all the time. Looking at those things, that only goes so far in life. There's many different things that our bodies are not designed to last long into our life. Being able to be physically able in a lot of ways to participate in those sports. You look at NFL professional players, look at their careers and when those end. With music, that's something they can enjoy for the rest of their life, long into their, by listening, playing their instrument, singing, well into their 70s, 80s, and when life ends at that point.
Very cool. And how can students get involved in the marching band?
It's really easy. Just give me an email or a phone call and we'll get them involved right away. We get a lot of email and phone calls from across campus and from across the state, and we've got some from outside of the state of Illinois. They can go onto the Eastern's webpage. They type in Panther Marching Band, just into the search, our homepage will show up. Main thing is just get in contact with me and we will get them the correct information that they need to get them integrated into the Panther Marching Band.
Very cool. Anyway, in the last 2 years since you started here, what goals did you accomplish since you've been here at Eastern?
Had a lot of goals at the beginning 3 years ago. Some of the things we were looking at and have accomplished. We're very happy with this, with the support of many of the students, the administration here. The uniforms that we've had for 16, 17 years, those are replaced. We got brand new uniforms this season. We started replacing some of the instruments that are badly in need of repair. So we replaced a lot of those things, outfitting those brass instruments and making those silver, partnering with Nike for our rehearsal outfits and attire with merchandise and things like that. I think biggest thing is the quality of the marching band in addition to the numbers. We've really grown things a great deal, starting from about the 80 range from about 135 right now. So very pleased.
And what are your future goals for the next couple of years?
We're going to continue to grow the marching band, work on those numbers. You know, with being 135 right now, it's great. Typically, throughout the country, you want 1% of your student population, and we're already over that, so we're in good shape there. Continue to enhance and improve the musical product, the marching product, and just entertain at all athletic events and whatever community events we're invited to as well. So continue what we've got.
Thank you for coming today on Town Talk. It's been a pleasure talking to Mr. Hauser. This is Nathan Schwalm wishing you a great day. Next week, we're going to have the Vice President of EIU here on Town Talk.